Assalamu alaikum guys. This is Adnan Ahmed and we are discussing communication. So right now we are discussing demerits of communication and demerits of oral communication. So this is our series. We have been discussing communication for last week and today we are discussing demerits of oral communications. So oral communication is the part of life. In every part of life we use oral communication with merits and with demerits. And we are discussing some demerits. Why? Because almost all things they have merits as well as demerits. Similar case we have this idea. One is it's expensive. In 2021 it is expensive, right? One reason is to collect, to gather audience, and to arrange chairs, and to call all person to invite. It is not easy. You need workers, you need finance, you need resources. So it is expensive, right? One though we have merits, a lot of merits, but if we discuss only finance point of view, it is expensive as compared to written communication. Next idea we have a limited use. We have for oral communication, it has limited use. If we have a huge message, if we have detailed message, then speech, presentation, or other platform, they are not better, they are not suitable. You need to write down the book or research papers or publications. These video clips, they are short video clips. Audience workshop speech cannot be more than 3 hours or 2 hours. Why? Because audience, they will find problem, they will get a physical exhaustion, right? It is difficult for them, so it has a limited use. Limited use means for 1 hour, for 2 hours, but lengthy messages you cannot discuss. Such as the last year report, complete performance, you cannot discuss in 1 hour or 2 hours. You need a detailed description. Number second. Next idea we have omitting from the main subject. Number of speakers while speaking, right one, and while communicating, they become emotional. And second is they omit their topic. Omit that topic means the main topic is let's say something, but they leave this topic and they turn themselves into another topic. So it's difficult for the speakers to contain themselves, to be focused on one topic, particularly those persons they have huge knowledge on different areas of life. So from one topic to another topic, from another to third topic, it is difficult for them to focus on one topic, right? So this one is a demerit. But those they are expert person, they remain themselves in one topic. But if we discuss about written communication, if we have only one, we do not turn ourselves into another topic. But in oral communication, it is the observation of daily life. You can observe, we keep on changing our topic. Next is no legal validity. For oral communication, it doesn't have any kind of legal validity. Courts, judiciary, they do not accept as evidence. For announcement, for orders, for rules, for appointment, for law, so we do not have oral communication. Means if we have any law, a judge cannot announce verbally. It must be written. Whether we have appointments, if you are offered any job, so you will get a job appointment later, a resignation letters. So these dealings or these business terms, we need written communication. Orally we cannot discuss. So demerits of oral communication, it does not have legal validity. It is not authentic. Next we have a greater scope for the errors. Right? In oral communication, so number of speakers, why? Because they did not have good memorization and good memory, they forget. Or maybe they have a misconception. So we have huge area regarding data. In number of speeches of ministers, COVID-19, how many percent died? We do not know exactly unless we have a complete chart or ratio or paper. And number of speakers, they speak assumed data. Assumed data means they are not confirmed, right? From any better source. Second, we have language errors. So one side we have information errors. Number second, we have language errors. In language errors means pronunciation, or we have accent, or we have a language issue, personification, figure of speeches, idioms, collocations, right? Slip of tongue, particularly in politics, or in some cases we have some religious matters, and they are quite sensitive and serious culture matters. So there's no space for the error. Second, we have references. In oral communication, most of the writer did not link themselves in with the reference. Did not mention reference. Why? Because in oral communication, it is difficult to mention references. But in written communication, it is mandatory for them if they are composing a publication or research paper to mention a citation, a source, references. Second, we have misunderstanding. If you have huge audience, then we have some noise problem, disturbance, chaos, lack of discipline. So the speech can be misunderstood. Right one, speaker was saying something, and audience they were getting something else. Maybe lack of understanding or lack of information, education. So they do not exactly understand what the writer means. So we have misunderstanding problem in oral communication. Second is emotions. Most of person they become emotional, and when they become emotional, they do not use their wisdom. Right one, and they speak something wrong. Wrong means whether we have different kinds of emotions. They are unable to speak correctly without errors. They commit errors, and means they do not speak facts and figures. They speak their emotions only, and they are not valid. Right one, it is good to see the emotional person while speaking, but if it's data, information, wisdom, so it is not valid speech while emotion. Right one, this idea. Second, we have this is all about the demerits of oral communication. If you find problem, you have queries, you have some addition, whether you have questions, you can write down in comment box. You are most welcome, and thank you.